Hello everyone, my name is Brayden, this is Airless Quill 9, and in today's video we are going to take a look at the Scion of the Three Rogue. This is a Dead 3 themed subclass for the Rogue, so pretty neat. This is found in the Forgotten Realms sourcebook, Heroes of Faerun, so we're going to take a look at this subclass in its full glory today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight to it. So the Scion of the Three allows you to become a gruesome agent of malice. The Scion of the Three draws power from a group of malevolent gods known in Baldur's Gate as the Dead Three: the god of tyranny Bane, the god of violence and murder Baal, and the god of death Myrkul. While some rogues of the subclass pledge themselves ardently to those three macabre gods, others are thrust on this path by a curse. So you don't technically have to be a bad person to have this subclass. Either way, a Scion's power manifests as various occult gifts, as well as an uncanny talent for striking and terrifying foes. Scions of the Three are most common in Baldur's Gate, where the Dead Three live as mortals, or where they lived as mortals, rather, before ascending into godhood. Underground cults to Bane, Baal, and Myrkul often count Scions of the Three among their most useful agents. Outside Baldur's Gate, however, secular thieves guilds such as the Shadow Thieves of or the Xanathar Guild in Waterdeep might call a Scion of the Three to undertake an especially violent contract. So the Scion of the Three Rogue is kind of a specialized, well, I want to say murder hobo, kind of. But let's go ahead and take a look at the subclass features. At level 3, we get Bloodthirst. This says that when an enemy you can see within 30 feet of yourself takes damage and is bloodied after taking that damage, but not killed outright, you can take a reaction and teleport to an unoccupied space you can see within 5 feet of that enemy. You can then make one melee attack. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your intelligence modifier, minimum of once, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. This is kind of a neat feature. It's a reaction teleport and allows you to make an additional attack as a reaction, which is pretty neat. Yeah, this is kind of a neat feature, honestly. It's very interesting. I can't think of anything that is like this in the game currently. So yeah, pretty neat feature overall. Also at level 3, we get a feature called Dread Allegiance. We can choose one of the Dead Three, Bane, Baal, or Myrkul. When you do, you gain resistance to one type of damage, and the ability to cast a cantrip, as detailed in the table below. Intelligence is your spellcasting ability for this cantrip. When you finish a long rest, you can change your choice. So for Bane, you gain resistance to psychic damage, and you gain the minor illusion cantrip. For Baal, you gain resistance to poison damage and the Blade Ward cantrip. And Myrkul grants resistance to necrotic damage and grants the Chill Touch cantrip. This is a interesting feature. The resistances overall, pretty good. They are some rare damage types, so depending on their usefulness, it'll depend on just what situation you find yourself in. The cantrips are pretty minor. Blade Ward could be useful, as long as you're able to maintain the concentration on it, because it does reduce damage that you take, from what I remember. And Chill Touch is a alright cantrip. They did change it. I don't know if that's really a great option, and Minor Illusion is just going to be flavorful for whatever situation you might find yourself in. So overall, not bad choices here. This is a ribbon feature, if anything, but nice versatility in it. At level 9, we get Strike Fear. This is a new option for our Cunning Strike feature. This is Terrify. They cost 1d6. The target must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw, or it has the Frightened condition for 1 minute. And while the target is frightened in this way, you have advantage on attack rolls against the target. The frightened target repeats the save at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success. This is a really cool Cunning Strike option, because giving yourself advantage on attacks will make sure that you are able to use sneak attack on that target as long as it is frightened. So this is a really useful option here. I like this. This really meshes well with the rogue's current toolkit. So yeah, pretty good option here at level 9. At level 13, the Scion of the 3 rogue gets Aura of Malevolence. You radiate malignant power associated with one of the dead 3. When you use Bloodthirst and Teleport, each creature of your choice within 10 feet of either the space you left or your destination space, your choice, takes damage equal to your intelligence modifier. Not a whole lot of damage, but it's something. The damage type is the same as the damage resistance granted by your choice in the Dread Allegiance feature. The damage dealt by this feature ignores resistance. So that's nice that they allowed that. So you can customize what damage it deals, and since it ignores resistance, that's pretty good. It'll probably be useful most times that pops off. So yeah, nice upgrade to the Bloodthirst feature in general. So not bad, kind of like it. Finally, at level 17, you get Dread Incarnate. This grants you the following benefits. Cutthroat, you regain 1 expended use of Bloodthirst when you finish your short rest. Decent. And Murderous Intent, when you roll for your sneak attack damage, you can treat a roll of a 1 or 2 on the die as a 3. That's pretty good. That will ensure that you roll at least a 3 on all of your sneak attack dice, and at this level you're rolling a lot of them, so it makes your average damage a lot more consistent because of that. So yeah, pretty decent benefits here. I think this is a really good upgrade for the subclass. So yeah, but that's it for the Scion of the Dead 3. Overall, I like the thematic elements of the subclass. I think the execution may be a tiny bit lacking, but having a reaction teleport is pretty cool. Being able to make an attack with it is pretty neat. And then as you gain levels, the fact that that upgrades itself is nice. Up to the capstone feature. I think the capstone feature is really cool. Helping your sneak attack dice deal more damage, and being able to regain your Bloodthirst, or at least 1 use of it on a short rest, is decent, because you're going to be wanting to use that as often as possible, I imagine. So yeah, good overall. I think it's pretty thematic, and I think you could find some use for this, especially in a Forgotten Realms campaign set around Baldur's Gate. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments about the Scion of the 3 rogue. If you do have any thoughts concerning it, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you like this type of content. Until the next video, I will catch you all later. See ya.